I'm Amanda. We're going to do a 45-minute power flow. I know you guys have been asking for it, so we're going to get down and dirty today. So go ahead and meet me on the toes with the toes tucked under. You know, I always like to open up the feet. It's a good way to start. Make sure, oftentimes even the pinky toe, you're so high up because your feet are tight that the pinky toe isn't touching. So see if you can try to get it to touch and try to spread out through the toes. And then interlace the hands behind the back, draw the palms together, roll the shoulders back, tuck the chin in towards the chest. So it's a little bit of a shoulder opener while we open the toes, really just to distract you from the feet. Hopefully it's working. So keep tucking the chin in, keep lifting up through the crown of the head, working the knuckles towards the mat behind your feet. We're here for one more breath. Good, and then release the hands, kind of shake it out. Lean forward, point and flex the feet, tap out the tops of the feet. Ooh, it's a good one. And then going the other way, tops of the feet down. Option to lift one knee or lift both. Really getting into the shins, the tops of those feet, the area that's not always easy to stretch. If you're lifting both knees, it's a nice core strengthener, so you can kind of lift your hips and engage your core if you want a little of that. We're here for one more breath. Good, and then slowly lower the knees, walk the hands out, tuck the toes, lift the hips for your first downward facing dog. So weights equally distributed between the hands and the feet. Bend the right knee, sink the left heel, and push the chest back towards that bent leg. And switch. Keep lifting the hips up and back, spreading through the fingers, reaching out of the shoulders. Allow the head to hang. Keep bending the left knee. Good. Back to neutral. Inhale, plank. Reach forward through the crown of the head, back through the heels, rolling the inner thighs up. Lower to the forearms. Keep rolling the pelvis forward, so you're tucking your tail. And then instead of sinking into the shoulders, keep lifting up. Back up onto the hands. Inhale, stacking shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look between the hands, walk. Feet to hands. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Keep the knees bent, heel toe the feet apart, and just allow the body to hang. Grabbing opposite elbow. Allow the weight of your torso, your arms, to help pull the crown of your head towards the floor. One more breath. Good. Release the arms and slowly round up one vertebrae at a time. Hands to the lower back. Push the hips forward. Inhale, look up. Neutral. Heel toe the feet together. Bend the knees. Sweep the arms. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plank. Inhale, broaden. Lifting up in your plank, and exhale, chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale up. Exhale, back, down dog. Left heel and right foot lunges. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, lower the hands, step back. Same exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, back. Other side, right heel in, left foot lunges. Inhale, warrior one. Lower the hands, step back, same exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back, down dog for 5 breaths. So we're just starting to move through Surya Namaskara B. Getting the blood flowing, getting the body temperature a little higher so that we can use this as a warm-up, as a way to get deeper into those muscles. So keep rolling the inner thighs back, lifting the hips up. One more breath. Look between the hands, walk or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Feet are together, bend the knees, sweep the arms. Inhale, chair. Good, straighten the legs, hands by the hips. Tadasana. Heel toe the feet apart 6 inches, heels slightly turned out, hands to the hips. Inhale, open up the chest, draw the elbows together, creating a little bit of a back bend, a shoulder opener. Exhale, fold. Middle and index finger hook the big toes. Inhale, look out. Exhale, fold. Rolling the shoulders away from one another. Working the belly towards the legs. One more. Inhale, lengthen through the front body. Exhale, fold. Good. Release the toes. Inhale, look out. Exhale, the left leg back. Nice wide stance. So we're setting up a crescent lunge. Keep pushing forward with the right knee and back with the left heel. Get lighter on the fingertips. Squeezing into the hips, pulling that right hip back, left hip forward. Good. Inhale, both arms up, crescent lunge. Breathe. Get a little lower, lengthen through those front toes. See if you can bend the back knee a little bit to help tuck the tail, getting that back bend out of your lower back. See if you can try to keep that, keeping the sacrum heavy as you start to straighten that back leg. Good, and then left hand forward, right hand back for water wheel. Keeping the shoulders stacked over the hips, lengthening through the arms, reaching back through that right hand. Get a little lower through the legs, breathe. One more, shoulders drawing down. Good, palms come together to heart center. Keep the twist. Bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more, inhale. And exhale. Good, unwind, hands to either side of the foot. Using this as a little break, lift up. So you're pulling your chest away from that front leg, and then arms come out like wings. Start to shift the weight into the right foot and fly for airplane. Flex the floating foot, working both legs as straight as possible. Open up the chest. Drop that left hip a little bit more so your inner thighs are squeezing together. Breathe. Good, inhale. Come up to standing, bringing the left knee with you, perhaps without touching the floor. Draw the knee in, the shoulders down. So, if you know how to use this, it's a really nice trap stretch. So keep pulling the knee in, pull the elbows in close into the chest, and then drop the shoulders down. Good. And then lower the left knee so it's in line with the hip, halfway. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. Left hand reaching back for standing twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Keep lengthening through the crown of the head. Exhale a little deeper. One more. Good. Look forward. Keep the knee in line with the hip and straighten the left leg. Keep stacking the shoulders over the hips. One more breath, lift the foot a little higher. Good, and then slowly lower left foot to right. Feet are hip width apart. Actually, take them a little bit wider. So bend the knees for a yogi squat. Use the elbows on the inside of the knees to pull the chest open. So you're pushing the elbows out, pushing the palms of the hands together, and dropping the tail. You may stay here. This might be plenty. If this bothers your knees and you have a little stool or a block or something at home, feel free to sit on it to get the pressure out of your knees. You don't want it to hurt your knees, so please listen to your body. Otherwise, if you're good here, you may just stay here, practice patience, right? This certainly isn't easy. If you need a little more, right hand in front of the right knee, left arm up. Open up the chest, maybe wrap and bind. Keep pulling the left shoulder back, opening up the chest. One more, pulling the knees back. Good, back to center. Lift, lengthen, other side. Opening up the shoulder. Again, your weight starts to roll into the big toes. I can feel it in my body. So can you keep grounding the outer edges of the feet to help keep those knees open, the inner thighs open as you twist? One more. Nice. Back to center, lift, lengthen. Good. Hands to the front of the mat, knees to armpits, setting up an arm balance, Bakasana. So it's really all about the core in this one. You want your knees as close into the armpits as possible, and then you just kind of roll forward and float the feet. There's no jumping involved. Keep cultivating your core so that the feet just lift up off the mat eventually. You can play with one or both. See if you can lift the heels a little higher. Splay the toes out for one more. And then if you can, don't overthink it. Keep your arms slightly bent and just shoot the legs back. Right into Chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back. Breathe. Use this as a way to check in with the breathing if it got a little choppy in that inversion. Keep lifting the hips, rolling the shoulders. Look between the hands, walk or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale the right foot back. Get light onto the fingertips. Pull the chest away from that front leg, squeezing into the leg. So you're pushing that left knee forward, the right heel back, lengthening. Squeeze into the hips and inhale both arms up. Shoulders drawing down the back. And then slightly bend that back knee. See if you can use that as a way to access the lower back to try to pull your pubis bone up and forward so you can get that arch out of your back and really cultivate your core. Try to keep that as you straighten your leg again. And that's the tricky part. Good, get a little lower and then left hand back, right hand forward for a water wheel. Use this as a way to set up your twist, reaching back through that left hand, pulling the shoulders down, lengthening through the arms. Get a little lower through that left leg. One more. Good. Palms come together. Keep the twist. Right elbow or armpit to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. One more, inhale. Good, unwind the twist, hands to either side of the foot again. Use this as a way to get deeper into the hips, open up the arms like wings, shift the weight into the left foot and fly for airplane. Flexing that floating foot, working the right inner thigh to the left. Roll the shoulders back, reach back. One more. Good, slowly come up to standing, bringing the right knee with you. Hug the knee into the chest. Again, getting that knee close into your body to pull your shoulders back and down. Good, and then lower the knee in line with the hip, left hand to the outside of the right knee, right hand reaching back. Woo. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Gazes past the right thumb if your balance is good today. Inhale and exhale. Good, one more. Good, gazes forward. Hug the knee in. Hopefully you're more balanced than me today for some reason. Good, and then hands to the hips and straighten the right leg. Keep the heel up in line with the hip. Tendencies to lean back, that makes it easier. I want you to keep your shoulders stacked over your hips and lift up. Use that hip flexor, your quadricep, and your core to keep that foot lifted. One more breath. Good, and then lower, right foot to left. Keep the feet together this time. Bend the knees for a squat. So, wrap your arms around the knees and keep the knees hugging in. We're not going into Malasana yet. So, see if you can bring the hands to heart center. Drop the tail and lift the shoulders. You want your heels down, but if you're like me today, that may not be accessible. It's okay. You do what you can. Keep lifting your chest. Now, stay here or play with lifting your right leg out. So you'll shift over to your left foot and lift the right. Whoa. So that makes it easier to kind of shift back onto the left heel. Can you flex the foot and lift up? Breathe. Good, and then bring the right foot in. Not the most graceful pose, but it's a good one. Bring the feet together, adjust yourself, and then lift your left leg. Again, you'll have to probably shift back to that right heel. Breathe. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Lift the foot, lift the chest. One more breath. Good, back to center with both feet together. Now this time keep your feet together, bring the knees out. So we're going into Malasana, that nice shoulder stretch. You can just keep walking your hands forward and bow towards the floor. That might be a good one, or you can start to open up your arms. So I always give a lot of options because every day our body's different. And every body is different. So where I might feel this pose and I get a really good stretch, you may not. So just kind of explore a little. I like to wrap my arms around the shins and work to hold my hands behind my lower back and then pull the shoulders away. Breathe. Keep looking forward or maybe drop your head down. We're here for one more breath. Good. Release the arms, reach forward, bring the knees together. And then slowly lower to the sitting bones, lift the feet. Slowly lower to canoe, keeping your shoulders and feet lifted an inch off the mat. Engaging your core, exhale up. You want your knees as straight as possible. It's okay if you bend them like I am, it's not a big deal. Open up the chest, slowly lower down. Inhale, exhale up. Open up the chest. Good, cross the ankles, roll over the knees. Vinyasa. Inhale up and exhale back. Good, breathe. Keep reaching the thumbs towards one another. And then lift the right leg. Keep the hip closed, reaching back through that right heel. Knee into the nose, shoulders forward, hover, and lunge the right foot in between the hands. Left hand down, right hand up. Opening up the chest, lengthening through the legs, and then right hand down, left hand up. Keep squeezing the right knee into the right shoulder, reaching back through that left heel. Turn the left heel in and come up to warrior two. Legs stay strong. Flip the right palm, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, exalted warrior. Just for a breath, inhale. Exhale a little deeper. Good, back to warrior two. Right elbow to the inside of the knee, left arm up. Get lower through that front leg. Turn the top palm to face forward, reach up over the ear. Keep tucking, pulling the left ribs up, opening up your chest towards the ceiling. One more breath. Good, left arm up, back to warrior two. Cartwheel the arms around, spin the back heel up. Heel toe the right foot out for lizard. So you can lift the back knee, you can lower it to the floor, and you can lower to the forearms. Breathe, keep pulling the chest away from the hips, grounding the root of the right big toe. So there's a lot of different poses. I see a lot of people open up the knee. We're going there, but not yet. So keep the knee close in. Can you pull that right sitting bone back and pull the chest away from the hips? One more breath. Good. Now what you probably thought was more natural and something you wanted to do is open up that knee to the side. So keep your hips low. Don't pop your hips up now and open up your knee. Keep your hips low so you're still on that back quadricep, opening up the knee to the side. You might stay here or reach around and grab the back foot. Breathe. Keep sinking the hips, getting into that left hip flexor as much as you are getting into that outer right hip and the quad. Getting all kinds of good stuff right now. Enjoy. One more breath. Good. Release the back foot. Heel toe the right foot over, coming into pigeon just for a quick hip opener. Open up the chest. I like to interlace the hands behind the back and kind of get into the shoulders. If you have a tricky lower back, you may want to leave this out. Otherwise, can you open up the chest, reach towards that back foot, and then slowly fold forward. We're not here as long as we usually are, so breathe, enjoy. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Good. Walk the hands in. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Now, spread through the fingertips, lift the chest, and bring the knee with you. Hover, knee into the nose, shoulders forward. Get a little further forward. Good, and then step back. 1 leg or 2 leg vinyasa. So you'll keep your shoulders forward and lower down. If it's too much on your lower back, lower that right foot. Everyone will meet in 1 leg down dog. Open up that hip. Let this feel good. Keep dropping your right hip, your right shoulder, Keep sinking the left heel. Breathe. Open up that hip. 1 more. Bend the knee, getting into the quad. Circle the ankle. 1 direction and the other. Now you might stay here or flip your dog, adding a back bend. Lift the hips, reach towards the front of the room. 1 more, lift. Good, flip back around. Right leg up, open up the hip. And then right foot in between the hands. Inhale, arms up, crescent lunge. Nice and low. Setting up another twist. Hands together to heart center. Left elbow or armpit to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Keep pulling the right hip back. Inhale. See if you can get a little deeper twist this time. It's the 2nd or 3rd twist. So your left hand comes down, right hand up. Maybe bringing that hand up and over the top ear. You're only doing this if your left shoulder can come to the outside of the right knee. So if you know you're not there yet, then that's okay. Stay in something else. 1 more breath. Keep pulling the right ribs up. Good. Unwind. Inhale, look forward. Straighten the right leg. Shorten the stance and flex the right foot. Inhale, lengthen, pulling the right hip back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Lower the ball of that front foot. Hands to the hips. Draw the elbows together behind the back and slowly come up to standing. Shorten your stance maybe a little bit more. Adding shoulders. So grab opposite elbow or reverse namaste. Keep pulling the shoulders back. Inhale, open up the chest, tuck the tail. Exhale, fold. Allowing the head to be the last thing to fall. Breathe. Keep pulling that right hip back, squeezing into the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Come on up. Release the hands, shake it out. Inhale, both arms up. Look up, exhale, lengthen, fold forward. Feel that transition. Whoa. Lower the hands, bend the right knee, and step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale brings you up. And exhale, back down dog. Good. Keep reaching back through the hips and lift the left leg. Hip is closed, reaching back, squeezing the inner thighs together, sinking that right heel. Knee into the nose, shoulders forward, hover. Lunge the left foot in between the hands. Right hand down, left hand up for a twist. Stacking the shoulders on top of one another, getting lower through those legs, reaching back through the right heel. And then left hand down, right hand up. For a counter twist, pulling the right ribs up. Turn the back heel in, warrior two. Flip the left palm, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, exalted warrior. Get nice and deep into that left leg. Shoulders drawing away from the ears. Back to warrior two. Left elbow to the inside of the knee, right arm up. Turn the top palm to face forward, reach up over the ear. Keep grounding the outer edge of that back foot. Get a little lower. Good, and then right arm up. Come on up to standing. Cartwheel the arms around. Spin the back heel up and choose. You want to heel toe your left foot out so your hands can be shoulder width apart. Lower the back knee, keep it lifted. I don't remember what I did, so I guess I'm going to lower it and then come to the forearms. I think that's what I did. Keep grounding the left big toe, keeping the knee in. And then pulling your left sitting bone back, pulling the shoulders forward. Should be a really nice stretch. If you want a little more action, you'll lift that back knee. One more breath. Good. Everyone lower the back knee no matter what. Come on up onto the hands. Roll to the outer edge of the left foot, opening up the knee to the side. Your left hand can kind of assist that as you get lower. Again, you don't want to pop your hips up. So keep getting low through those hips, staying on the back quadricep so you're not on your kneecap. And then if you want to add the quad stretch, you can reach around and grab the back foot. It's an option. So I love the analogy. A teacher once said to me, you don't walk into a buffet and eat every single thing in the buffet, right? So it's kind of, if you can approach your yoga practice the same way, knowing that they're just options, they're just offerings, and you do what's right for your body each and every practice. Knowing that you probably aren't going to take everything I offer. I hope not. Then you're overindulgent in your yoga practice. One more breath, get a little bit lower. Good. Release that back foot. Heel toe the left foot over for a quick restorative pigeon. Open up the chest, walking the hands in. Maybe add that little back bend if you did last time. And then slowly walk it forward. Enjoy it. We're here for 3 breaths. Wiggle your toes, your fingers, maybe even kind of shake out your lips. All those little places, I know I hold tension, so I have to be aware of it. So check in, where are those places for you? One more breath. Good, slowly walk it in. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Make sure the hands are stacked under the shoulders. And then lift the chest and the knee up. Hug the knee into the nose, maybe the forehead. Breathe. And then lunge the left foot in between the hands. Inhale, both arms up, crescent lunge. Get nice and deep into those hips, that back heel's lifted. Hands come together to heart center for a twist. Elbow or armpit to the knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. One more. Good. Unwind the twist. Hands to either side of the front foot. Straighten the left leg. Shorten your stance a bit. Inhale, look out. Exhale, fold. You can lift that top foot for a little more hamstring if you want that today. Inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale, fold. Lower that left foot, hands to the hips, ground through the big toes, draw the elbows together, and come on up to standing. Again, you can shorten your stance maybe just a little bit more. Keep pulling your left hip back. Add those shoulders, grabbing opposite elbow or reverse. Namaste. Pulling the shoulders back, tuck the tail in, inhale, and exhale, fold. Allow the head to hang and breathe deeply. Getting deeper into the hamstring, but also opening up those shoulders. Keep pushing the palms together or grabbing opposite elbow. So you keep pulling those shoulders back, opening up the collarbone. We're here for one more breath. Good. Inhale brings you up. Release the hands, shake it out, right foot to left, top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms out and up, look up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back. Good, turn the right heel in, lunge the left foot forward, and walk the hands to the center of the mat. Heels out, toes in. Inhale, look out. Exhale, fold. Hands to the hips, ground through the outer edges of the feet to bring yourself up to standing. Little back bend at the top if you want. Good, and then release, neutral spine. Interlace the hands behind the back, opening up those shoulders. See if you can bring the palms together and then work on grabbing or pulling the forearms together. Reach the knuckles towards the floor so you're straightening the arms. And then slowly hinge forward, allowing the head to hang. You can kind of rock the hips a little side to side. That might feel good. Maybe you bend one leg at a time. Just kind of making it an organic movement, not being too attached to what it's supposed to look like. Can you just kind of explore and see what feels good today? One more breath. Come back to center, wherever you are. Draw the palms together. Again, using your feet, your inner thighs, everything to bring yourself up. Little back bend again if you want. Good, neutral spine, release the arms. Turn the toes out and the heels in, setting up goddess. I don't know why I decided to do this one today, but you're gonna like it just as much as I do. So I always tell myself, right, those poses we hate are the ones we need. Yep, here we are. So bend the knees. Keep the knees stacked over the ankles. Tuck your tail. Imagine that there's a wall behind you. Shoulders are stacked over the hips. You probably want, for survival reasons, you want to probably try to grip yourself and hold on. Don't do that. Just let your arms hang kind of like a monkey. And then inhale, arms up. Interlace the palms, turn the palms up. If you're shaking, you're doing it properly. Tuck your tail, roll the shoulders down the back. Keep pushing into your fingers so that it's like you've got a ceiling right on your hands and you're getting lower through your legs. Now lift the right heel, breathe. Lower the right heel, lift the left. Keep breathing, whoo, I know. Lower the left heel, lift both. I call this spaghetti legs because that's what they feel like. Good, slowly lower the heels. Turn the toes in, the heels out, and fold. Let it go. Shake the hips out a little side to side. Got to keep a sense of humor, especially about yourself, right? Lower to the knees. So after that, we're going to get a nice restorative frog pose. So flex the feet. Knees are in line with the hips. Ankles are directly behind the knees. So your legs are at a 90-degree angle behind you. Come on onto the forearms. So people hear frog and they think, oh, I got to get low and try to come down. You're missing out on it. So keep your hips in line with your knee. Doesn't matter how low to the ground you're going. What I want you to do is create space in between your knees, and you'll feel it in your inner thighs. If you need an extra padding, you can roll your mat up and give a little double cushion under your knees. Breathe. One more breath, enjoy. After goddess, anything is good, right? At least for me. As long as we're out of that, I don't care what we do. Good. Big toes touch. Come on up a little bit. Just let your big toes touch and just open up to child's pose. Good, and then come on up. Walk the hands forward. Step back. Let's move through a vinyasa. Moving with your breath, chaturanga down. Inhale brings you up. Exhale back to down dog. Good, and then come to plank. Exhale, slowly lowers you down, all the way to the floor. Point the toes, zip up the legs, hands come under the shoulders. Inhale, lift for cobra. So right here, I just felt it myself. Our glutes are the biggest part of our body. They want to grip, they want to help, but try to resist that. Try to keep them soft, so it's really your lower back that's lifting your chest. So keep pulling your elbows in. Exhale, and then come on up. Keep breathing as you use your lower back. I kind of like to shake out because those glutes, they want to help, I know. Try to keep them as soft as possible. Lift a little higher. Good. Exhale, lower. Bend the ankles. Bend the knees. Grab the ankles. Try to keep the knees together. Flex the feet if you have the ankles. If you're just grabbing your feet, that's okay too. Inhale and exhale, kick and lift. So let the kicking help open up your chest so that you're lifting a little higher. Keep lifting your knees up, bringing the knees together. Lift a little higher, look up. Good. Exhale, lower. One ear down, release the feet. And just rock the hips, preparing for one more back bend. Bend the knees. Maybe you can grab a little bit more of your foot or your ankle this time. Forehead to get down again. Flex the feet, inhale. And exhale back. Keep drawing the knees in, kicking. One more. Good. Exhale, lower. Hands come under the shoulders. Push back to child's pose. Just for a quick little break, one more breath. You can come to down dog, you can jump through, you can crawl through. I'm going for the crawling today. Coming into a seated position. Peel the flesh away. Hands next to the hips, flex the feet, inhale both arms up. And exhale, fold. Paschimottanasana. This is one of the second most stress-relieving postures there is. Child, of course, is one of them. Well, Shavasana is the best, but child's pose in this good old forward fold. So inhale, look out, lengthen. If you're far away from your feet, you can always bend your knees. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale up. And bring the soles of the feet together, bringing the hips close into the heels. Middle and index finger, hook the big toes. Draw the shoulders back, the elbows in. Tuck the chin in towards the chest, but not so that you're looking down and tilting your head down. What I want you to do is just keep lifting up through the crown of the head and just tuck your chin in a little bit. Think about your intention being to lengthen through your spine. You may stay here or start to fold forward, but not to round your spine. So if you're folding forward, you keep pulling your shoulders back and the back stays flat. One more breath. Good. Release the toes. Bring the heels forward. Forearms come under the shins. Grab the tops of the feet. And this time you really can round your spine. So just tuck the chin in. Work the forehead towards the heels. Breathing through the back body. One more breath. Good. Inhale up, release the hands. Keep the legs exactly as they are. Bring the hands together in front of you. Palms touch, shoulders back and down. Tuck the tail and slowly round your back. Try to keep your feet heavy. as you control your body all the way down. When you come down to your shoulders, hug the knees into the chest, rock a little side to side, and setting up your favorite twist. So straighten the left leg, hug the right knee in, and then slowly twist. Working to keep that right shoulder down. Inhale and exhale. Good. Unwind, straighten out the right leg, hug the left knee in, and exhale, twist. Inhale. Good, back to center. Just let the feet flop out, the palms fall open, just kind of shake your body, rock your head a little side to side. Inhale, open up the mouth, and just say, allowing the breath to be free, effortless, knowing we're here for as long as you want. Using this time to quiet down the monkey chatter and to allow the body to be still. See if you can continue to just take that mental body scan from your toes to your head to see what can be softened physically. Now you know you can stay here for as long as you want, but I promised you a quick power hour, or power 45. So if you're ready, you're on to the next thing. It's all good. It's not about how long you stay in Shavasana, but if you can maintain this state of Shavasana, no matter what you're doing, whether you're bumper to bumper traffic, whether the kids are screaming, whether you missed the deadline at work, it doesn't matter. Can you keep your calmness, your composure in this Shavasana the same way you do everything else? Knowing some days are easier, right, than others. But that's why we just practice. So start to bring some movement back into your body if you haven't yet by rocking the head, reaching up over the head, and then hug the knees in, rocking up and down, back and forth. And meeting in a comfortable seated position. Bringing the hands to Anjali Mudra. As you take a moment for gratitude, recognizing your efforts, knowing you rolled out your mat, you did your work today. I thank each one of you for always joining me, for allowing me to guide you through your practice. May you maintain this Shavasana, this state of being, throughout the rest of your day. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.